Alright guys, got a 0-16 rated 15-minute game up against a player rated 759. So I'm playing the Vienna. If you want the Vienna, follow my channel. If you don't like the Vienna, follow someone else. I may change at some point in the future if it stops working for me. Yeah, it's quiet. Okay, so it's kind of inviting me to bring my queen out and maybe go for a cheeky checkmate. If he pushes g6, we pop back, so this is like a wayward queen attack. Just with the addition of the knight already out. Okay, so he's blocked with the knight. Could go in here with my knight, which does give his queen nowhere to go to. If he takes, I can take with the bishop and the threat is still on. He's already weakened himself a little bit with that. Let's play principled and get the other bishop out. Okay, he's gone in for this. Yeah, should have been ready for that. So he's attacking c2 with potential fork on the king and rook. I can bring my bishop out and harass him, or even knight f3 might be better. Okay, let's drop back. If knight takes, I can take back with the a pawn. It's not too bad. This pawn's undefended, so knight f3. So I'm using his thinking time to just spot what's going on the board, yeah? 0-16 for me, so it's a must win. I lost a couple already today, so okay, let's bring out the knight and put the question to this guy. He's made a lot of pawn moves, hasn't he? Okay, so the threat is now a4 leaves the bishop nowhere to go. However, can I grab this pawn, and then if he goes ahead with that, I can go there defended, yeah? Let's try it. Let's give it a go. But now if he kicks the knight away, I can take there. Okay, right, he failed to see what just changed with the last move, and that's very common. He's kind of stuck thinking about his own ideas. There's only one legal move here. The king has to move to e7. But my bishop also has nowhere to go. In fact, I can take that, can you see, with the king and the rook on dark squares in that long L, right? Like a long knight's move. That means that they are both available from there. So let's try this tactic. Okay? I'm up 3 pawns actually right now. So he can't really take the bishop because then I capture and I fork king and rook. And we're going to be doing quite well. Also like to get my other bishop out. Good, okay. Right, so the situation is my knight is under attack. However, he's just undefended this pawn, and unfortunately that comes with a royal fork on king and queen. Oh! Boom! Missed it. Okay. It's getting too cocky there, wasn't I? Far too cocky. Okay. Now I can come in with a check. 2 attackers on there, so let's check. He can't capture with the knight because the knight is pinned. Okay. The king can't go there or there. Right, so now I can go here with another check. And now I've got 2 attackers on this knight. I think the king has to go there too. Whew. It's sharp. Let's throw in another check and fork the king and the rook. Don't think the queen's going to capture there. That would be suicidal. Yeah, silly blunder to go for that. So I just did exactly what I said. That ooh, he's sacked his queen. You sack your queen. And now, right, he's 7 points of material down. Yeah, exactly. See if he wants a rematch. He's got nothing to lose. Can't lose rating points in this. No, he doesn't want a rematch. Okay, let's see if there's another open challenge about. 898, 20 minutes, nope. Okay, how about an unrated blitz? Let's try it. My opponent's 1046 and he's played the Scandi. So I'm doing right now this Black Mardima Gambit. Now knight c3, attacking the pawn. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Will we get the Rider Gambit? Pawn takes, queen takes. Oh no, my pawn, I've just undefended my pawn. So what you're going for, he's gone for that. Okay, never mind. All right, now, if he plays this, I can just take the pawn there. So I'm thinking something like that. Or bishop. It's a bit more pressuring. Try to trade off the bishops. We're both 2 pawns down, but I do have a lead in development. A bit of a lead in development. Also, I may be ready to castle soon. That's one reason why I wanted to put my bishop there. Might bring my other bishop out and even castle long. Line up my rook on the d file against the queen. Right, he's gone for the trade. Okay, this does leave him behind in development now. Wow, okay. Now, let's think about this. If pawn takes, the only way he can recapture is with the knight, then I can go here. I think that's all. Oof. I'd like to castle first. But there, pawn takes, knight takes. Might be okay. I want to get myself castle. I've got 2 options now, both of which put my rook onto. In fact, the f-file is semi-open for me here. Okay, so he's captured there. This would be a mistake, I think, because I can very easily block. Alright, so he's gone for... He's moved his knight. If I go here, he's got to block with the knight, but he can't block with this one because that loses the queen. So I think this knight's got to go back. If he blocks with the queen, I get the rook with check, you see. So he's just been forced to undo his previous move. So now, the next question is how to proceed. I want to get my rooks involved. Okay, how about going this way? This knight's pinned, and this knight's pinned. So it's iced them both. So now what I'm threatening is bishop takes here, right? Attacking the queen. If queen captures... Okay, so you're attacking my... Let's go for this idea. The knight can't capture, legally cannot capture. Okay, so now he's messed up his pawns. Now I have a check here. He can block with the knight, he can block with the bishop, he can block with the queen. He's got lots of options. Or I can throw in the check with the rook. Should we do a check with the rook? Can't block with the queen now. Okay. I'd love to take the bishop, but the knight's defending, so... I really need to defend that knight. That's one way to do it. That's another way to do it, but that can be kicked by a pawn. The knight is in an absolute pin. I can't move it. Throw in a rook. Queen takes. Doesn't help. Okay. I'm going to defend with a rook. Also lines up a rook with a queen. Then I'd like to get my king onto a light square because he's only got a dark squared bishop. And now that drops the bishop. There you go. It's really important to just develop this skill of spotting what changed. Okay. Now I've got a potential discovered attack against the queen. So I'm tempted to move the knight like here. Well, here is a double attack on the queen. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't like black's position now. He's got a hemmed-in rook. He's got another inactive rook. Both of my rooks are active and playing a part. So the queen's being threatened. Now she can't go here because of this fork. So that's out. That's out. Can't go anywhere on this file. So she's got 3 options. 1, 2, 3. But it's that's bad. That's the wrong place to go. Absolutely wrong place to go. Okay, win by resignation. There we go. Okay, thank you for the game. Good game. There you go. So just, yeah, a couple of little fun games. Where did my opponent go wrong? Okay, so this is all normal. Takes. So I'm now giving up a pawn in return for speedy development. What I'm wanting to do is to go for the rider gambit. Well, this is the rider gambit, but my opponent declined that. But this, you know, before you make a move, let's flip the board. Before you make a move, you've got to say, okay, I'm considering this, but before I move the bishop, what is the bishop doing? Well, the bishop is defending this. Is anything else defending that? No. Is it under attack? It is, right? So boom, boom. Knight has to move with a discovered defense there. Now I propose a trade, and he trades off, leaving him behind in development, because I've now developed a knight with the recapture, and I've got knight and a queen out on the board. Now he strikes out in the centre, obviously wants to release his dark squared bishop. I come in with a pin, so develop a piece, add a pin, why not? Pawn takes, knight takes. Knight attacks the queen, also with a discovery by the queen on here. But I'm able to avoid that with a check. Knight now comes back, blocking the queen. Here I think long castling might have been an idea, but I short castle. Bishop comes out now, pinning the knight on the king. And it's developing, and he's getting ready to castle, which is no bad thing. So I throw in this capture of the knight. Queen can't recapture because it would lose the rook here. The queen is the only defender of the rook, so pawn must recapture. And now I've got a choice of checks. This is the one I go for. And the king is forced to sidestep. Now I come back, defending the knight again. Attack on the queen, but again, he's made a move without saying first, what is this knight doing? Before I move this knight, yes, it's an attack on the queen, but look, this knight's got a job to do. It's defending the bishop. There, capture the bishop with check. I'm now a minor piece up. King has to move again. Knight comes in with a discovery against the queen, and it's going to be all over very soon. Again, you know, he just needs to practice this hovering, right? Before you do that, okay, what's the danger? And you should really get into this idea of this long L, this long knight's move, yeah? Means that anything that is a long knight's move away is a potential target for a knight, okay? The same goes with this move, right? This 3 squares diagonal is a target for a knight, just the same. So yeah, some fairly classic blunders, not kind of typical for a 1000, I would say, but I don't think he played quite at 1000 level in those instances. But there we go. So I hope that's been useful for you if you're around the 1000 level. A few things to be looking out for in your own games. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you soon.